So like E2, the most critical question that I'm having is how much do we need to invest based on our this form of the cooperation?
Maybe zero. For other clients that have a digital type company, we have like a local CPA in Canada or wherever that company is based do a valuation for that company. So you could transfer irrevocably that asset from Canada to the US, and that's the investment. Have you been thinking about making this move for a while?
Yes, yes. I wanted to get the professional advice. I'm now considering E1 and E2. Here's my situation that me and my husband, now we are Canadian citizens. We open a company. This company is about the website. People love it. And now we are considering to expand it to the US.
Great.
Based on this, we wanted to apply our immigration. So I thought that, oh, maybe L1 would be the good option, but I have consulted some alternatives. And the problem is now, because based on the form of our service, we do not need to employ so many employees. So we just have part-time employees working for us.
How
So
many?
five, six,
Okay.
but they only work 4 to 5 hours a week. So it is not very much.
Yeah, makes sense.
Currently, we are not that big, or a lot of things can be done by programming.
Sure. How much do you guys make in sales on an annual basis?
Now it is over like 30 to 40,000 a year.
Okay.
Now we are considering like get more features, and we hope like people can subscribe us so we can get more profit.
How else do you guys make money? Do you have like a full time job, you or your husband?
We work for this.
Okay. So you're just living off savings, basically?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. And then how will you live in the US? Will one of you get a job or what are your thoughts?
We will like currently, we think next 2 months we will get the subscriptions.
Nice. Okay. We started working last month with a Canadian Chinese couple that are engineers in the US. They came on the E2 visa, and now we're helping them get the EB5 visa.
EB5. Oh, that's good. So this is also what we are thinking, that maybe later if we can go to US, yeah, smoothly, and then maybe after 1 or 2 years, the company can grow big, then we can also like transfer our status.
Yeah, you could do EB1A, EB2NAW, EB5. There's a lot of ways to get a green card that we've helped clients with in the past.
Yeah, that's good. So here is the timeline that currently we do not have the US customers. Maybe some, very, very little. So later, maybe in the next 2 months, and we are thinking that we will expand maybe 2 or 4 locations to see how US people like it, or how will we need to change. And then we will expand more. Also, we do not need to employ a lot of people in the US. I'm thinking like some alternatives, they told me that you have to have 100 revenue a year of US. Otherwise, you cannot apply.
E1, yeah, E1, I would say like 200K based on our prior experience.
Yes, yes. So like E2, the most critical question that I'm having is how much do we need to invest based on our this form of the cooperation?
Maybe zero.
Well, the immigration, they accept it. Like before, someone told me like, oh, you just have a shop, a very, very small cart, and then you can say, oh, I also can earn money from this, but it is quite small. It is not like get the critical requirement.
For other clients that have a digital type company, we have like a local CPA in Canada or wherever that company is based do a valuation for that company. So it could be based on your subscriber count, and that 1% should be paying users. That has a value, or it's a multiple revenue. It could be two times revenue. So you could transfer irrevocably that asset from Canada to the US, and that's the investment. And then, you could work with an ad agency. We could connect you with an ad agency we trust and that we've worked with to spend, 20, $30,000 on Facebook ads, Meta ads, Google ads, and you spend the money that way. We're different. So we're not an immigration law firm, although we do employ in-house counsel. This year, we've worked with 155 clients. Of those, they worked with about 20 different immigration attorneys. So what we do is in the first month, based on all the details we collect, we see who the best strategy filing attorney is for your case. And we handle everything A to Z, all the meetings, all the document collection, and we charge a monthly retainer and we pay part of that to the filing attorney. Our expense counts as the investment because we're doing the business plan, we do the incorporation of the business. We're doing a lot of business related items that aren't necessarily per se for the visa. So our clients have been successful, including our fee, which is payable over 6 months, or you pay up front. Our clients have been successful, including that as part of the investment. When we go in the business plan, we've never had pushback from the consulate officers. I would say, if we're able to include our investment, marketing costs, the IP, applying in Canada, you might have seen our video we had with a former consulate staffer, but getting to 70K, 80K usually does the trick from what we've seen with our prior Canadian clients.
So like you think maybe 70 to 80 would be good amount of the investment?
Yeah, applying from Canada.
Lower than that, like 50 would be enough?
I wouldn't guarantee results, put it that way. We guarantee results that if you're denied after a second attempt, we refund you the fee. Where if you invest less than 80K, I won't guarantee the results.
Oh, okay.
I won't give you the money back if you're denied. I can't guarantee that you're going to get the visa. That's impossible. But I can guarantee our service fee.
Okay. So like, may I understand in this way that this 80, we have to invest them, or which means that we have to spend them?
You have to commit. So say we get that CPA to value your company at $70,000 and you transfer the assets and you transfer all these assets to a US company that we incorporate on your behalf. That's $70,000. And then say you prepay Meta Ads $20,000. That's $90,000. You add on our fee that you've invested.
Sorry, I didn't get it. The first one that you mentioned, that's the asset. How do you transfer it?
You just have a legal document saying that I'm of possession of this asset that this independent valuation company valued at $70,000. And I've irrevocably transferred this to a new Nevada LLC or Wyoming LLC that my husband and I both own 50%. And that's my contribution of $70,000.
Well, the immigration, they think it is the real value, that this value we can say as much as possible, but
if it's a credible source and a credible CPA that's putting his name behind it, if it's a friend that's doing some overstated amount, then there would be issues. But if we're able to look at similar groups on how much they're worth and how much they trade for, the valuation based on sales, 2x is reasonable. Tech companies on the public markets trade for 10 times sales oftentimes. So your small startup being valued at 2 times revenue is pretty reasonable for a company in your space.
Oh, so we will like get to the US company, and US company will buy the asset from myself.
Or you just transfer it.
Okay. So, and also just now you mentioned that the service fee you charge, this one also includes like everything?
Everything. Besides the visa fee of $350 per person.
Oh, so we do not need to like find another kind of alternative. You can.
No, don't have to find an attorney, don't have to find a business plan writer, don't have to find an accountant for the LLC. We'll handle everything with internally or through our network.
You mentioned that your charge would be like divided to 6 months. How can we prove that, this will pay?
Good question. So some of our clients prepay when they're about ready to go onto the consulate interview. Other clients don't because they've already spent and they get the visa month 4 and they wait to continue to pay us after they get the visa. It's going to be case by case.
Oh, okay. But you guarantee that after we like sign the contract, you guarantee that we can get this E-2 visa. Otherwise, you will get.
If you don't get the E-2 visa after a second attempt, I'll give you back the dollars.
After second application, like.
Correct. Yeah, I want you to try twice. I've never had a final denial from Canada, and we've had over 100 Canadian clients. We just had one approved Friday, so I don't want you to be the first one.
I really do not want to. And I also want to ask, like, usually how long would you expect to get the like finish?
3 to 6 months. If you engage us this week, I would say 3 to 6 months.
So you will also help us, like from the beginning of set up the company, or
Yes.
so we have to transfer money to the US banking account, let's say 80,000 just now.
No, you don't. There's no requirement. Like I have a client right now that maybe in the US he spent like 30,000, but his company is worth like 150K. He's just transferred the assets of the company abroad from Asia to the US.
Oh, so which means that we just transfer the difference.
Correct.
Okay, oh, that's good. So now we have already registered the company. We apply that, and maybe we are going to travel to the US for 2 weeks. So can we like count some of them as the business?
Yes, that's a good question. Well, it depends what you're doing. Ideally, you're going to hire like an American to help with some of the marketing. That would look better for the application. That's what our clients usually do. They hire, it could be a student to help with some of the marketing efforts. So if you're going and if you meet that prospective hire, then yeah, that sounds like a business expense to me.
Oh, okay. But like our family, my kids will also follow us because that is the winter holiday. They do not have place to go.
We'll have to see with the attorney. It's like you and your husband's plane tickets and part of the housing, yeah, and meals for the kids. I don't know. We'd have to see.
Okay, good, good. So we have to rent a office.
You don't have to. There's no requirement.
Oh, okay.
It makes it more credible if you do that.
Okay. Anywhere, like just a very small one, or yeah, actually we really do not need to work there.
Exactly.
We work remotely.
Maybe it's like a basic one to start.
Okay, that's good. And this E2 visa, yeah, the fees can also be applied in the investment. Okay, that's good. I think that is good start. And can you like give me more clear picture of like what kind of assets that we can transfer?
Definitely. Like I have some clients that probably could do this for like a reasonable rate, like Canadian accountants that we've helped move from Canada to the US that still have a Canadian practice. And we would just sync with them, but I'm sure they'd be fine to jump on a call for free to discuss like some of the valuation options as well as give reasonable pricing if you were to be a Visa franchise client.
But like these assets will still belong to the US company,
It's a Canadian company or just you and your husband?
Canadian company.
Okay, so the Canadian company transfers them to the US affiliate or another entity.
Okay, and like the third party can evaluate.
Yeah, you basically need it. I mean, you could try it, but the consulate officer is going to trust much more a CPA or someone that's certified in giving valuations, especially, internet companies. But we can, support with what that template needs to be and work with the attorneys and make sure it hits the immigration requirements.
That's good. Okay, that's very good start. So let's discuss, and I will contact you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
I love your videos, by the way.
Appreciate it. If you don't mind me asking, what do you like about our service and what do you not like compared to some other people you're talking to?
You are the first person, usually the first person tell me that of this asset concept. I have talked with over five or six alternatives, and a lot of people they said they just give me very critical curriculums like you must meet 10,000. Some people they said maybe 40 would be good, but a lot of people said that 100 would be good. And you seem like be familiar with the like the internet company. I like that part.
We work with a lot of online entrepreneurs, e-commerce shops, whether they're from Canada, Pakistan, all over the place. I have a client right now from Singapore coming with a tech company. It's hard. It's harder. What the other attorneys are offering you is easier for them.
Yeah.
Because you spend the money, it's easy. It's like, oh, here are the receipts. Doing this valuation, valuating the company, it's more work for us. I'm here to save you. I don't want you to spend unnecessary money.
I understand they give me kind of the standard. Every people they use it, but we are not like the company who will.
You're not opening like a little, exactly, like a little convenience store or restaurant.
Yeah, we do not need to buy the equipment. So that is the thing that we do not need to invest that much.
Exactly. Keep your money and so you can, continue to run the business.
Yes, exactly. This is what I expect. So I do not want to waste money in front of application. So yeah, I think it is good for me. It's lucky for me to find you.
Awesome.
Actually, maybe I didn't read this video, or did you have mentioned that this asset concept?
We've done a couple videos on it. We should probably do more. We're starting to work with a lot more e-commerce entrepreneurs that have like big businesses, like 1 million, 5 million of revenue. And those are so easy to, because the valuations millions of dollars that they're bringing to the US. But we should do more videos on it because it's a great way to move to the US and preserve your capital for what you need, whether it's business related or for your family.
Yes, yes.
We've been helping a lot of Canadian Chinese. It seems like there's a lot that go to Canada for like 7 years, get the citizenship, and come down. So,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's probably some bigger things that we could help you with. We also do a lot of talent visas for startups and the venture capitalists. So, as you grow your business, there's probably something bigger that we can help you with. But yeah, it sounds like you guys are off to a good start, and it's time to start monetizing.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. I enjoyed our conversation. Hopefully, we can work together. Let me know.
I hope so. Thank you.